Their life isn't fucking worth it.
They don't know
They don't
anything.
know what I've been through to pay for that shit.
And life sucks. And they're about to learn it.
Don't fuck those kids. They don't deserve it.
No candy for you. No candy for you. There's no candy for you here.
Not even an apple.
I made a little trick, and you know those apples that are dipped in caramel? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I made some, except for they're not apples, they're onions.
You're a genius.
So they're just gonna bite into onions. It'll be great. So there's no
fuck those kids.
Hey, just so you guys know, we went live a little bit ago. So.
Nice.
Fuck yeah. Gonna go viral with this shit, bro.
Oops.
Are we actually live now?
Just to be clear, I love kids.
Yeah.
I love kids, but fuck Halloween though.
It sucks. It's so depressing.
Man, you really catfished me here, Josh. You're like, yeah, we should totally do something like Halloween for the podcast, and then it starts, and you're like, fuck Halloween, man.
It does. It sucks. Halloween's depressing.
It'd be fun
It's all
if we
about
had
death and
masks,
stuff.
but then I thought about what it'd be to like go to the store, pick up a mask, put it on, wear it for the podcast. I'm just like, ugh.
I feel like you'd probably have some other uses for it, but
I wouldn't make it.
I didn't get the memo. If I would have been told that we had to wear masks, I would have been all over that.
Yeah.
Thank
Sorry.
you.
I figured it was just a given, you know.
Wait, should we do intros to this podcast?
Yeah, it is episode
Worst beginning
7.
ever.
Actually,
Shut up.
best. It started off with a song. That can't be
Yeah.
so bad.
Musical as shit.
We'll just start it off with a song about current events every single time.
Then we'd have to pay attention to things, and it just wouldn't be that much.
Yeah, that was a stupid idea. You're right.
Hey, Dave, if you start apologizing for stupid ideas, you're going to be apologizing a lot of the time.
I already do apologize a lot for those stupid ideas.
Do you?
Yeah, but not all of them.
Yeah. Sort.
Okay, wait. Question for you guys.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Don't fucking interrupt much?
I thought we were asking the same question. It was going to be about Josh's face, but we'll leave that for later. Go.
Yeah, leave that for labor. Labor.
Labor.
Leave that for your labor, bud. That's
All right, go.
where you
Question.
start. Okay, go. Question. Scariest moment of your life was my question for you guys. Since it's Halloween, shit's supposed to be scary. Scariest moment in you guys' life.
You know, fear is like for the weak, man. I don't really get scared.
Yeah.
Other than when I think about where my life's going, that's probably the scariest moment of my life, you know?
Yeah, you laugh.
No, but honestly, I have
Every
no
time
idea.
you hit your desk, it rings. It's like,
Oh man.
Scariest moment of my life. I don't know. It was maybe over exaggerating, but when I got my toe shot, I definitely thought it was a lot worse than it actually was. I thought there was going to be blood everywhere. It's just going to be like the grossest. I was going to bleed out before I even got to the ambulance. Thought it was over.
Yeah, no, I that moment was pretty scary for me as well.
Yeah.
Mostly
I think it
because I was
pretty
trying to
scary for
figure
everyone
out how to
that's
like ditch you. Like I was trying to figure out how do we
Yeah.
kill Dave, bury him so no one finds out
Yeah.
and we don't get in trouble.
Yeah, it's pretty cold out. The ground is already starting to freeze. How are we going to dig and hide the body and stuff? No, I get that.
Yeah.
It's scary.
So
Yeah.
that was a bit of a one of those moments, but not scared. I don't know. I feel like as a kid I was scared a lot, I remember biking down the streets in Coaldale at night at 12 at night, and they're just all the streets with no street lights. And that was always scary as shit. And then I'd pedal my ass off because oh man, there's some following me again. There's some following. And then you just bike mad, and you get home.
I almost died.
Yeah, for nothing. It was just your imagination. But
Oh yeah.
I don't know that I've had a really scary moment. You?
Oh, never mind. Yeah.
Personally, one of my scariest moments would be when my friend got ran over by a car when I was like 12 or something like that, and I saw him sprawled out on the ground because we were biking, and someone ran a red light, and I saw him fly through the air. He was right behind me too. The car missed me by like a foot.
Oh yeah, but he was totally fine, right? Or like he sustained.
Well,
some
he
injuries,
broke
but no
his
scratches.
leg. He broke his leg in 3 places. Broke his jaw and lost half his teeth in his mouth.
Yeah,
So when I
sounds
saw
fine.
him when I saw him on the ground, he was crying and there was blood pouring out of his face. And
I would hope so.
Yeah. So
You would hope
That
there
was
was
probably
blood
my-
crying out of
Yeah.
Well,
his
like
face?
something serious. Well, no, not that way, but like something would be seriously wrong. Like how fast was the car going? It was going like
60
no?
kilometers. Yeah, 60 kilometers
Yeah.
an hour.
It'd be pretty messed up if something it wasn't messed up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was probably my scariest moment because I was 12, didn't know what to do. So I finished our bike ride because we were biking to church or whatever, and my dad was there. So I just didn't know what to do. So I just biked to church because I didn't know what to do. By the time I got there, I thought it was all just a dream and I was kidding myself. And my buddy was right behind me. And so it wasn't until like I told my dad what happened. And then my dad runs out to, because it was Coaldale, small town. It's like our church was a block, not even a block away from where the accident happened, right? So he went running out, and I'm just like, no, it didn't happen. Until I go stand out on the street and look down and see the ambulance starting to show up and everything's going on. I'm just like, oh, it did happen. Oh, no.
Yeah, that'd be a weird experience for a 12-year-old kid to go through.
Oh, yeah, and then not knowing, too, like not knowing what.
How did
Because you
it
hear by
happen?
car, they did. We were biking to church crossing. At the time in Coaldale, it was so small, we only had one set of lights. Light turns green. So we start biking across. I go first, and then it was my buddy, and then it was his dad even behind him, right? For safety, the dad had to come with for us biking.
Look what good that did.
Yeah, that was one of the scariest moments when you're 12 and you see a grown man having almost like a panic attack, screaming at the top of his lungs, somebody call ambulance! Just freaking out. That was probably the scariest thing because the grown-ups yelling, oh no, something bad's going on.
Yeah.
But a lady was also going to church, old lady too, just blacked out or something like that when she was driving to church and ran him over going 60. Didn't even see the red light. Car missed me by like a foot and actually hit my buddy's dad's front tire. Just barely, just enough to kind of knock him off the bike.
Yeah.
Not to like hit him physically, but just like the front of the front tire. So that's probably the scariest
That's
moment.
what you get for going to church, you know?
I know, like,
Wow.
it's environment. Drive everywhere. Don't bike. Don't risk it, man. It's not
Yeah.
worth
I love how his dad came along for safety and then the kid still gets hit by a car.
it. I love how you're laughing at that, Joe. As soon as I started,
Yeah.
I was like, ah.
He's alive, right?
Yeah, he's fine now. Yeah, he's fine now.
So,
But yeah.
it's really a moot
It's just
point.
the fact that you're laughing at a dark story with that face concoction that you have going on. It's just
Yeah, I
like,
was going to say,
Holy
let's get rid of this elephant in the room. Why?
What, your girlfriend is over?
Ha. No, I was going to say that there's something on your face. So
don't worry, ladies. Dave is single.
I am single. I am very single. Extremely single.
All right, match.com. Shut up.
So, I don't know.
So yeah, okay, what is going on with your face? Why
Dude,
is
I
it-
feel like I'm
why does
being
it look so much
profiled
better than
right
it
now.
is?
Like,
Hey, well, you definitely
this
are.
is not okay to judge me for this.
I'm not judging. I'm just asking.
Judging. I am judging. Judgment is happening.
If you're going blackface for Halloween, it's all good, man. There's no judgment here.
What?
They do it in Holland every year. It's not a big deal. You know.
No,
So why?
Josh established, he encouraged me into it that we were going to do some Halloween thing, and then now he totally bailed on me, and then now...
I could try and find like a
look like a
bed
fool.
sheet that's clean and put that over my body and pretend to be a ghost.
Good luck finding a clean bed sheet in your house.
Yeah.
That'd be spooky.
Yeah, that would be
That'd be the scariest part about Halloween.
What? the fact-
21-year-old man finds clean bed sheet in his house. Oh, how did it get there?
What was
How
his
did that happen?
intentions?
21s don't clean laundry.
21s.
Millennials don't know how to do
Like
laundry.
20, you're fine. 22, you're good. But 21, you're screwed.
Oh yeah,
Nothing.
21s. Nah.
So what's with Ashton? I just feel like he's not really just a real contributing member to society anymore. He keeps.
If everyone starts the hashtag shame on Ashton, I feel like we still need to do that because sooner or later we're gonna have a few followers that use hashtags, and we can go hashtag shame on to whoever doesn't show up.
We should call it hashtag because it's
hashtag.
the front of his name.
Yeah, but it sounds also like a tag that you put on someone's ass.
Hashtag Ashton hates us all.
Yeah, no kidding. And like blows us off for dinner.
Yeah.
Like, who needs food these
dinner.
days? All you need is an avocado, and you're good for a week.
Why would you pick an avocado? Have you ever had an avocado?
Yeah.
They're
Avocado's
disgusting.
The reason is because they apparently have like all the amino acids and stuff you need. Like you could live off just avocados indefinitely. I think it's one of the only foods that you can do that.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, because it's got all the natural fats.
I actually find out an avocado tasty. Not by itself, of course, but you mix it in with some things. It's pretty damn good.
Well, then avocado's not good. It's the other things that are good, and the avocado just.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna eat like. Put it like this way. I'm not gonna eat a raw mustard.
Complements it.
That's like I remember living with a bunch of our friends in a house in Coaldale, and every time we made Mr. Noodles, somebody would just like dump sriracha sauce in there and be like, "Oh, this is good soup." No, it's not. It's just sriracha sauce.
That's bullshit. Because that's like saying, "Oh yeah, I like potatoes," but then you have to eat potatoes plain with no seasoning, with nothing. No one's gonna like potatoes then because they're just starchy nastiness if it's only potatoes.
Don't even
Exactly.
Like they complement it. They complement it. It doesn't mean that food is gross. No, it doesn't. Your argument is bullshit because that's just like that's like saying I'm gonna take a teaspoon of salt, chug it down my back, and be like, "Oh, this is the good part of potatoes."
You know what's good food? Red meat. Meat is good. There's lots of flavor.
Raw.
You don't need to season it.
Raw.
It's just
so
good.
You have to have it raw because if you cook it, you don't actually like the meat. You like the cooking and the sauce and the spices you put on top of it.
You like the fire if you
still
cook
all
it.
meat.
Do you like eating fire? You like eating heat? That's what this is?
Yeah. Because you don't like anything cooked. You like fire.
Not relevant at all. That's not relevant at all. It doesn't make any sense. That argument
Your
has no
argument didn't make any sense by saying that avocados are gross if you put them with other stuff that complements them and makes both things better.
No, but you're better off just not having it in there. I mean, yeah, it adds like healthiness to it, but it doesn't add any flavor. It doesn't add anything. Maybe it adds texture, but it like flavor-wise, it would take it down. If you don't like the taste of avocado by itself, you don't like the taste of avocado.
No one said they did not like the taste of avocado. It was just it's a bit overpowering to eat a whole avocado. You mix that in with other things, it's better. It's the same reason why I don't take a can of salsa and just chug it down with a spoon. I like to eat it with chips.
But salsa on its own is really good.
That's
avocado
debatable.
is, nah.
See, you guys are just playing devil's advocates now.
You're the one who always plays devil's advocate. You are the devil's advocate, Dave.
Yeah, no, you can't put that on it. No.
I'm kidding. I'm actually really kidding. I love avocado. I mean, I live in a van and I'm a hipster, so I have to love.
That's just the end all. Yeah. Just make up for all your misgivings there.
Yeah. Okay, that's how it is.
I just wanted to get you guys going, and it worked. It's like pineapple doesn't belong on pizza.
Now you think you have control?
That
really?
argument doesn't get anyone going because it's really
just
up to your opinion, man.
All right, everyone who just watched this video has now lowered their IQ. Thank you, Dave.
You're welcome.
Thank you for starting this conversation.
You're welcome.
And this episode of Drop Your IQ by 1% is brought to you by Dave Younger.
Is your IQ too high?
We can help you out with that with a combination of drug therapy and physical abuse. We'll get you going.
For only four easy payments of $4.99 per month. You too can be as dumb as us.
Thing is, someone would pay us.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I'm not sure what the hard part would be.
See, that right there, that just sells it. What Josh said right there, that we'll have a lot of business right there.
Yeah, Josh.
I mean, we are dumb. Thank you, Josh.
Man, I don't know what all this self-loathing is about, but
It's Halloween. We have to be depressing, or like we have to be depressed and insult one another, and it's Halloween. So.
Oh, so we have an excuse? What? Then why do we do it every other day?
In preparation.
So, Dave, do you ever feel like you're gonna hit a peak of like filthy hipsterism, and it's just gonna be too much, and you're just gonna explode really into like plaid confetti or something?
Yeah, mixed with avocado. Whoa. Yeah, no, that's actually really funny you bring that up, because I was thinking today. I had the day off and I was doing some shopping, and I was looking at everything, and I'm like, man, I don't like anything here. I just want like old stuff that nobody has. And then I was like, you're getting to that point, Dave. You got to watch yourself now.
Pace your hipster.
This is where the devil creeps in. It's
going to be like a one-day change, too. We're going to see Dave. He's going to be looking like the exact same mega hipster. He's going to wear glasses that he doesn't need, too. That's going to be the huge key.
If I ever wear glasses that I don't actually need, that's the line.
He's going to love the style and the fact that they're like really...
He's going to do it. I guarantee.
And he's going to do it. He's going to
do it.
Only on this within a year. Dave's going to wear glasses but they like help contrast.
Maybe they'll be like slightly tinted so he can get away with it. Be like, dude, these sunglasses, bro, they block the UV rays, as they're like slightly orange or stuff.
He's going to do it after that. But then the next day, he's going to be showing up. Shaven, nice hair, a full-on three-piece suit, walking around and just judging.
I might just do that. I might just do that out of
spite.
Out of spite now.
I actually really like the idea of wearing those like slightly yellow aviators. Just
dude, they look dope.
See, I'm telling you, he's gonna do it.
Sorry, I like them. I have seen other people wearing them. I look at them like that looks really weird, but like slowly,
it's kind of cool.
Like, okay,
I feel like Bradley Cooper. One of his movies he wears.
Exactly.
I'm trying to think of which one.
Exactly. It's super like greasy. I think 60s probably, but it looks cool. I don't know, but it's super trendy though, right? Like.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm actually, despite what you guys think, I'm actually not that trendy. I'm pretty like.
Yeah, I just feel like one of these days you're gonna finish your hike up to the top of Hipster Mountain, and then there's only gonna be one thing to do left is to jump off.
Just jump off. And just commit full suicidal to hipsterness.
Yeah, who knows where he goes from there? Maybe he'll be like a steampunk or some shit.
Nah, no. I'll just be a hipster priest. Move up in the ranks. Yeah.
So is that what a toque is? Just a hipster priest cap?
Well, it's like a yarmulke or whatever they call it, like what the Jews wear.
Okay, except more hipster.
Yeah. So I'll get there someday. It's just reaching that level. It takes a lifetime of commitment to get there. So.
Yeah. And then I just tell me about your journey on the way to hipsterdom.
Well, I started out as not a hipster, and over time, I've kind of become a hipster.
Yeah, and how do your parents feel about your decision to be a hipster?
They had a hard time with it. I actually had to come out with, I had to break it to them, and they take it pretty hard. My mom cried a lot. My dad kind of just looked at me and kind of just shook his head and walked out of the room. Yeah. So it hurt me kind of deep down on the inside a little bit, but they got over it and they're starting to support me a little more. Like they come from like a Baptist background where like hipster is like you just don't do that, right? Like it's kind of with like a lot of different religions like Islam. It's right with that. So yeah, it was hard for them, but their minds are opening up.
That's really good. Hey, # strength, man.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate that.
I just wanted.
I've felt super brave. Been listening to a lot of Katy Perry lately, and I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like a plastic bag, like drifting through the wind.
Hey man, that's
wanting to start again.
That's great. But hey, so how old were you approximately? Do you think when you came out of the closet, so to speak, as a hipster?
Came out of the van. Came out of the van. That's actually a much more accurate description, and I'm a huge fan of that description. It's less offensive than the closet, Josh. How old was I? Well, the funny thing was, growing up, I was always super against hipsterism. You know, it was something that repulsed me, but that was because I was doing things because my parents told me to do it, right? I didn't have my own thought process. So I guess, like, I grew up a cowboy.
So was it like a public school influence or something that got you away from your traditionalistic view on hipsters?
Or was it social media?
Say that. I think part of it was definitely social media. I mean, it has a big influence on people's lives nowadays, which is, I mean, terrible. And we need to get away from that, you know. We need to get back to the basics and like organic food and no gluten and, you know.
So can you walk me through a day in the life of Filthy Hipster Dave?
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. So.
Fixing the toque.
Step 1.
Yeah. If you don't know how to wear a toque properly, you're not going to be a very good hipster. You need practice.
All right. So first thing a hipster does, or what I do, I mean, no other hipster does this because that would be too mainstream. But, okay. So usually I wake up. I don't use a regular alarm. It's too
analog alarm.
I use a there's an artist, I found him on SoundCloud. He's super obscure. You probably don't know him. That's my alarm, and his name is Gregory Alan Isaacoff. Great artist. You should listen to him. I'll send you links to his songs. It's great, but don't listen to him too much because then it becomes mainstream. But yeah, so I wake up to that song. I sit up in my van, in my Volkswagen van, a hippie van, and sit up, get the, get my little propane stove going. But I don't use a lighter. You have to use a match because, it's better for the earth. So I use a match and get that going. I put my espresso machine on. I make some super, super dark espresso. I froth some milk up and mix that all up in there.
So
and then I put it in a mug.
Enlighten me. What kind of coffee beans do you use? You kind of glossed over that part, and it's so vastly important to this story that you can't just gloss. Well,
and you're right, but I mean, talking about it is quite offensive to some people. Like, it just kind of draws on, once in a while. So basically, I'll just cut it down. I have over $400 worth of coffee in my van, and half of it's beans, half of it's already ground up. I like the beans, but they take a while with like a mortar and pestle to ground up. So I tend to stay away from that on work mornings because it just takes too long. I use the pre-ground then, but it is organic.
So is that like a Sunday afternoon activity? Is just grinding your coffee
with the mortar and pestle? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and getting my Instagram post.
That's absolutely beautiful. Hey, I'm sorry to cut you off halfway through.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Talking about the coffee.
Okay, yeah.
Put it in a mug. Yeah.
So yeah, I put it in a mug.
Wait! What kind of mug? You got like a?
No, I'm getting there. Give me a chance, man.
Okay, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Don't get triggered, bro.
I'm not triggered.
Love. Hashtag.
Hashtag. Yeah, love everyone. Peace. Anyway, yeah. So I put it in a mug, and it's a little mug that I got from a boutique. Well, I didn't buy it from a boutique. It's made in a boutique in Guatemala, and I bought it online on Amazon for $7.99. Super cool little mug. It's just super obscure. Same thing. There's only 20 of them made. It's a limited edition. Sweet little mug. Anyways.
So quick question on that, and I hope I don't distract you too much. But when you buy a product out of Guatemala, you know how some companies will be like, hey, 10 trees were planted because of this product. When you buy it out of Guatemala, where they probably use child labor, does it say like, 20 or 200 children or 200 tears have been cried making this product? Like, does it come with something like that?
Well, yeah, because those companies or those countries actually have a huge shortage on water. So that's what they use to water the trees.
So you're saving the earth in a roundabout way.
And
a true hero.
Environmentally friendly, because otherwise those tears just go to waste. So it's reduce, reuse, recycle, love the earth, clean the ocean, that kind of thing. So they really make it really. It's like hit like a good hunter uses all the parts of an animal when he kills it. Mm-hmm. It's the same way with coffee. Use every part that you possibly can.
Yeah.
And if that means using children's tears, then so be it. We gotta take care of the earth. humanity falls to the wayside in that, unfortunately. Like, the earth is always more important than a human life.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so now walk me through. You're halfway through your breakfast ritual. You have your coffee. What do you make for breakfast?
Toast and avocado.
Avocado and just toast.
What kind of
That's
toast? Do
it?
you like the white
do you
toast?
use
No,
eggs?
no. Okay, white toast is like. And Josh, you and me have talked about this before. White toast is literally Satan in a loaf. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't know how to
that.
tell
I'm
you
sorry
this.
that you brought that
You
up.
never ever seem to get it. And
Josh, I don't know how you don't know that this puts Dave through an emotional episode, and we don't want to cause another one of those. So, how is your whole wheat, super grained bread that you eat in the morning?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Well, the
it
correct
is
question of what I was going to ask is, do you prefer 12 grain or raisin toast?
Raisins are actually typically farmed pretty inhumanely. So I don't actually do raisin toast at all. We've actually had this conversation before too, but it's okay. I'll let it go. But it's not. It is 12 grain. It has a lot of different grains in it, and to be honest, I can't name them all because they're really long names. But the most important one is quinoa. It has quinoa in my bread.
Oh.
So I have quinoa in my bread because quinoa is like the opposite of white bread. It's basically. It's really good
at all.
Yeah, it's completely unprivileged. It's like the least privileged of the breads, you know? And it's great. It's amazing. It's like $27 a loaf, but it's worth it. It doesn't come in a plastic bag. It comes in a
So, and do you believe that it's made ethically?
100%.
Okay.
100%.
Good to know.
They the children that make them, they give them like workout, like pre-workout and stuff, which maybe cocaine. We've talked about this before, but anyways, they're trying to help these children out.
That's really good to hear. Yeah. So now continue walking me through this. You have the bread. Do you toast it or do you pan fry it?
I pan fry it. Toasting uses electricity.
Yeah, I know that's miserable. You would not want to use the electricity, and I agree. I feel like pan frying it just gives it that extra taste, you know. When you just like you feel a little less white when you don't use a toaster, and it's always a good day when you feel a little less white. You know, it's just like helping the earth out there. And then now going into the avocado, like where do you purchase your avocados at?
Well, and I don't want to go too into this because I don't want to take up the whole podcast talking about just me and my awesome life. But it's from like a local produce stand. Produce. It's actually pronounced produce. A lot of people don't know that, and they pronounce it incorrectly. Yeah. But it's okay. Most people aren't #woke. So yeah, but.
Okay, so do you use a spoon or a knife when you spread it on the bread, or maybe like a Swiss Army knife?
No. Metal is actually taken from the earth, so I use my fingers.
Okay. So now that you finished breakfast, what's your next step? Do you get up? Do you take a shower? Do you bathe in bird seeds? Do you foliate with sand? Kind of what's your game plan there?
To be honest, I did go through that sand and the bird seed stage, but I was misinformed. And it actually hurts the earth quite a bit. And that's a longer conversation.
Not to mention it probably hurts your skin a little bit, am I right?
A little bit, but it's worth it to be able to look that good. But in the end, it wasn't worth it. I mean, you're mixing dead skin cells in with the earth's beautiful nature sand, you know.
Okay, hey, that's really good to hear. So now,
wait, when you do cleanse yourself, do you like just walk out into the wilderness naked and just absorb all the good energy from the world? And is that how you?
Is that cleaning enough for you?
Do you need shampoo like and deodorant afterwards?
You collect all the energy and you hold your arms out a certain way. And there's a certain tribal tattoo. You have to face 27 degrees to the sunset or to the sunrise in the evening / morning.
So this means you own.
And basically, it just all the positive energy swirls around you in like a wind-like form and cleans your body to the point of cleanliness that, I mean, you like maybe not just you guys, but like a lot of people would never get to experience. So
hey man, I really appreciate you sharing this, Dave. It's very riveting. A quick question for you: Do you work, or is that something that you're so enlightened you're just beyond that?
That's a great question, Josh. And I actually get asked that quite a bit living in a van. I wouldn't say that it's like it's work. It's more of like just putting positive vibes out into the world. Today's world is extremely low. It's extremely vibe deficient. And I think we really need to work on that.
Okay, so what would your tools be? Like, how do you go about putting vibes into the earth?
Well, so you go to Urban Outfitters and they have these vibe guns, and you basically just walk around shooting everyone all day with vibe guns.
Okay, this is getting a tad bit radical for me. I feel like that's too edging on the side of technology for a self-proclaimed hipster such as yourself.
See, but that's
what
the
is the
problem.
gun made
You're
out of?
not woke. It's the problem. Your eyes have not been opened to what the world currently
is. It a natural path
No, man,
gun?
that's okay. It's okay. I'm not triggered at all.
I've seen these guns. It's okay, Dave. I'll explain it.
Jay Scott's with me, okay?
Okay, I'll explain it to Josh in our unhipster, nummified kind of version. It's basically a burnt tree that fell down. They take it and they don't carve it, but they like hold it and like chant over it a little bit and just magically.
So it's more of a spirit. It's more of a spirit gun than a.
But it's a vibe gun because you put so many good vibes into it while you're holding this burnt twig.
Hey, that's really good to hear.
Yeah.
So Dave, I noticed you took a little intermission there and used a ukulele. Is that a therapeutic measure of yours?
Yeah, stringed instruments. They're kind of one of the many drugs that I take.
Okay.
All the time.
And I'm just loving this wonderful insight into your life. Have you ever contemplated like writing a blog or a book or anything like that to enlighten all these other peasants out there that just don't quite understand what it's like to be one with the earth and to be so stylish and to love your life so much?
That's great, Josh. Man, you got some killer questions in here. Yeah, you're like awesome, man. I would say I have thought about it. I've even tried to fix people, but I mean, the really the biggest thing is people are the way they are, and if they don't want to see the light, then they're just not going to see it. So
do you ever feel like you could just reach out and just take off their figurative sunglasses? Feel like that's something you can do?
I wish.
So
these sunglasses that everyone wears, and that's the biggest problem, is like I just want to take off their Oakleys, which are, I mean, I don't even want to get into Oakley and the things they support and what they do.
It's just appalling that a brand has become so mainstream. It's not even right.
Oh, Oakley's just it's a jokely, man. Like the stuff they do is just it's terrible. So I wish I could take off their Oakleys, their super, super shaded frog skin Oakleys, and replace them with like hemp sunglasses.
Mm-hmm. And so now walk me through this. After you finish your hard day of work of putting good vibes back into the earth, do you have friends, or are you just kind of beyond that stage? You're so one with the earth that the grass is your friend, or like where are you? Because I know some people I've talked to are on the I still have friends end of the scale, and some people are pretty much I'm borderline ascending to the skies, and I'm just good with grass, and I might have an animal just to keep me connected spiritually.
Yeah.
But
no, for sure. I feel that I'm getting closer to the sky ascension part of hipsterism, but it's a hard thing to get to. So right now, I'm definitely me and grass are pretty tight.
Okay.
And I'd say me and trees hang out like 5 out of 6 days a week. So yeah, I mean, me and trees are probably the closest right now.
I find the only hard part about my relationship with grass is that I can't Snapchat it. It's really been a drawback for me.
Snapchat is mainstream.
It's super. It's a little mainstream.
That's why.
That's the problem. Grass doesn't tend to be on mainstream apps. They actually have an app called Grass Chat.
Okay.
It's a hard one to say, but it's mostly it's called Grass Chat, but it's for all kinds of plants. And that's actually one of the biggest ways that we communicate with them. It's a great tool. Apple came out with it originally. I had a hard time getting it on Android. I use Android. It's just a little less commonplace. mainstream even is a good.
So let me tell you a little story.
Overview.
So something I really like to do is go camping and be out there and be one with nature. And I like to camp beside rivers. And I spent a lot of the time in rivers, and I would like send pictures of me, and I'm like, hey, look, I'm hanging out with my river. And you know what? Someone had the audacity to call me too mainstream for being in a mainstream. You know, like it's just
What?
I know. Like I don't know how they drew that conclusion. Like it's absolutely appalling. Anyway, I'd like to finish up with you shortly because I feel like we only have 5 minutes left to end this interview, and I just wanted to ask you: is there any sort of bedtime rituals you have?
I mean, there's several. Kind of hard to keep track of them. If you do the same one all the time, then it becomes too mainstream.
Yeah, that would not be okay. Okay, so I'd like to conclude this by saying, is there anywhere like people can reach out to you, like maybe granolamunchingvanman.com, or is there any?
Yeah, that's one of my handles. I'm on Instagram from several different ones. I'm the man in the van, the VW van lifer, tree hugger 29. He loves the earth. These are all on Instagram, and then if you want to go through my Twitter handles, I have a bunch more too. Also, you can catch me on Swarm, Facebook, Sphinx, Tinder, I think.
Grindr.
No, Grindr's actually one that I've actually moved away from recently.
Okay.
That's more for like the animals. So I'm past the animal stage and more into the plant stage, right?
Okay.
So.
Okay,
Like
well, I'd just like to...
trees and stuff, so yeah.
Okay, I'd like to end this now, and I just want to thank you so much for coming on. I just want to say I hope we can spread the word out to everyone else so they realize how much we love the planet and how much we just got to keep putting those good vibes in. And it's a daily battle, and I want to see people get united about this. So definitely hit Dave up on his Instagram, on his website, everything like that. And I just want to say hashtag send good vibes, hashtag styles not dead, hashtag... we're gonna make this
I'll
all
send
work,
everyone vibes.
Thank you so much, Dave. See you later.
Appreciate the vibe.
Welcome, no problem.
Fucking, what did we just do?
Oh man, that was gold. I was trying not to laugh.
I don't know if I've ever had a sarcastic conversation that long before.
Oh my
That's
god!
gotta break a record.
That was amazing! Oh.
That's gotta break a record.
Oh, I don't know how you kept a straight face through most of that. Like, oh man, you hit me with a couple of those things.
Because like almost like to laugh, and at different times, like Josh was starting, then I wouldn't start, and then Dave was just like.
I'm not gonna lie, I had to work on it. I would like hold my face in.
Sorry,
man.
I can't hear you guys. My headset's coming out.
I didn't hold it nearly as good as you. I was laughing my ass off for most of it.
And then like there was like 3 or 4 times there where I was like really into what I was saying, and then I looked over and I see Josh's face, and it's just for no reason at all that it just kicks me.
Sorry about that. I couldn't hear anything there, but
No, I was just saying part of the reason I started laughing a couple times because I was taking it so seriously, and then all of a sudden I look over and you just have like this serious like agreeing face, like you look super serious, and then your face is just covered in black paint for no reason whatsoever. And in my mind I'm like, man, who are we? Like, what are we doing? Why are we so interesting? Like in negative and positive ways of the word.
I just aced it like an interview. I was like, yeah, you know that. Oh, that was good.
I know. I was just sitting back there enjoying this, and I was like, this is amazing. This went for 10 minutes longer than I thought it would.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
How long was that? That was a
Probably
while.
20 minutes.
That was awesome. That's got to break a record. We're contacting Guinness. Genius? I don't know how it's said.
Guinness.
Guinness.
Guinness World Book Records.
Oh,
yeah.
boy. Like, now what do we talk about? I feel like that should have been at the end of this podcast, because that would have been amazing to just end the podcast right there.
Next week we got to interview Josh about being a white rapper in the thug life.
Living on the south side.
Bro, I don't even know, Holmes.
Yeah.
Don't come at me with that shit.
Next
you don't know.
Next week,
you ain't even know.
He doesn't even. We don't even know, man. You go up the street.
Man, you just don't even understand words and a lifestyle, bro.
Life, bro.
Shut up. You ain't woke.
Oh, you had me when you were like, oh yeah, so like spoons and metal is from the earth.
It's taken from the earth.
I just used my fingers.
The thing is, that hit me so hard. I was like, oh, Dave, he's gonna say he uses his finger. I guarantee it. And you're like, spoons come from the earth. Nuts come from the earth. I was like, oh shit, he is. I'm so happy.
Or every time sneaking like hashtag woke.
Woke? It's too mainstream.
I really want to copy paste that whole thing. Cut out the parts where anyone's laughing.
Yeah.
And just paste it all over the web. Like just.
Oh. That'd be killer.
And we should do it.
Oh, that was classic. When did you tell your parents you came out of your classes?
It's not like what coming out of the closet. That's offensive, Josh. Yeah, it's more like coming out of the.
Yeah. Yeah, that was beauty.
This is why we do this.
Yeah.
This is why. You know, our first couple episodes they were like very educational, almost like very entertaining. Like it almost heightened your IQ and your senses. And then this one is just like funny as shit, man. This was good.
Man, this was good.
What are you talking about? We heightened our
which is who we actually are, though, right? Like we do talk about the stuff that like makes you think, but there's also the really dumb conversations in there, which I think most people have, right?
Well, most people just have straight dumb conversations that they think are smart, but unlike we are.
Yeah, always. You know, just getting to that level.
Yeah,
sure. I feel like I was really able to use my humor in this episode, you know, because my humor is like usually super dry and super like under the radar.
I wouldn't say dry. I don't like dry is like
dry and sarcastic.
Dry is like cut, like harsh, like you know, like really, like just
aggressive. Yeah, I guess maybe abrasive. Not harsh. Yeah, no. Maybe
yours
not.
is more like juvenile.
Yeah, it's a dumb.
Ignorant.
Just really stupid.
Yeah,
it's faking ignorance.
Exactly. Yeah, thank you. I've actually never been able to describe my humor so that's part of my humor. That's a big section of my humor is like
faking ignorance. Okay, man, here's a question for you guys. Here's a question. This is something I've been struggling with for a while, but what is the best way to respond to somebody's sarcasm? Like I just played off as them being serious.
So like you're saying when you're not sure if they're sarcastic or not, or when you know they're sarcastic.
When like you kind of know they're sarcastic, but you don't want to lose. How I do it, I don't want to lose stride when I'm in that conversation. So I just don't.
What setting are you talking about?
Just say like having a normal conversation. Just someone jumps in and just has that little sarcastic comment almost. Yeah, so like Dave's
me all the time.
Yeah, just ignore it. Just ignore it.
That's what I kind of do.
Just let it pass.
The problem is when I do that, I have somebody else who's part of the conversation jump in. It's like, oh yeah, Dave was being sarcastic. It's like I know. That's what I was trying to just. Skip over it, make him feel like he's stupid for asking the question. Like we all think he's serious, that dumb, and like. So I was just wondering what's the best.
I never feel stupid for saying my stuff. Never at all.
What's the best way to deal with sarcasm? Like, should you stop the entire conversation, stare this person in the eye,
and just say shut up?
No, not even say shut up. Say there's a razor blade. You can see yourself out.
Just I feel like this sarcasm is an outbreak because you probably hate your life so much and you realize that you have nothing colorful to add to the conversation, so you just have to interject ridiculous things to make yourself look good.
Or put on ridiculous face paint to make yourself look good.
Man, you totally honeypotted me into this. You know that.
I know. I felt bad too. I'm like, Josh is actually going to get dressed up, and I don't have anything to... Dang it. I'm sorry. But I didn't, I had hours to... for the viewers to know, I had hours to text them back and say, hey, we're not going to dress up. It's not days.
And the therapeutic sound of the ukulele cascades through the airwaves, soothing everybody in its wake.
Yeah, that really offended me.
So lonely.
I missed it.
I am nobody, all on my own.
No. So the best way to respond to sarcasm is A, ignore it. That's your best option. In a one-on-one conversation, be sarcastic back.
No, but I think it's in a one-on-one conversation, you kind of just like glance over, like recognize it's sarcasm, but treat it like it's almost serious and kind of ignore it too.
Unless you're talking with someone who's good at sarcasm, because then they feed it right back to you, and then you have what we just did there. Yeah, I've had those conversations.
I've had those. My problem is that I had those conversations before, but when someone's who's like not very good at sarcasm, and I'll be sarcastic back, and then they have to stop me again to say, "Oh, I was being sarcastic." It's like, no.
Oh, yeah. No, I was playing with you. Like, I got it.
Yeah.
Move forward with this sarcastic conversation. You just killed it.
Yeah. I almost feel stupid because then I have to tell them this. I know you're being sarcastic. That's why I was being sarcastic back.
Yeah, and then it just kills
You're supposed to keep on going, and then we just kind of chuckle over it like 10 minutes later and continue the conversation normally, but that doesn't usually happen.
Josh, quick question for you. Jay Scott, not Josh. Okay. When you bought that shirt, did you take a color swatch from your couch and be like, I want a shirt the color of the couch?
Oh. No, but
it's pretty close.
Like the color, bro.
Swatches on swatches, bro.
Yeah.
Just because you ain't no style points, motherfucker. Two can a fucking sweatshirt.
It's pretty close.
Okay.
I mean, mine's pretty close. No, not at all.
No.
Hey, they're both blue.
So what? Oh, your chair. We can't see your chair though because your shoulders are like.
We thought you were
miles wide.
Well, if you were like a little more enlightened, then you would.
Oh, that's in the camera.
There you go.
There we go.
Black and blue, completely similar colors. Actually,
it's not black, you dipshit.
Your shirt's black. Your shirt's black.
Sorry, the black on your face is distracting. Your shirt's
black.
My
shirt is not black. It's blue.
You have
this is dark blue. This is light blue.
Oh well, then your color correction on your camera is incorrect, which is also not mine. Also your fault. So we could just let it go, I guess.
Well, you know what, Dave? Sick of your attacks on my dignity.
I hate it when girls cry. All the makeup goes everywhere. It's gross.
Hashtag.
Now you're assuming my gender.
Josh just starts to look like Kiss.
Next thing you know, he's flipping out his tongue everywhere and crazy. Why are we all doing?
She just keeps on hitting his mic.
Oh man.
Well, it's better than hitting people, Dave, with your words.
That's your opinion.
That is my opinion.
Yes. So, how's life?
Actually, not bad.
Cool. That's nice.
It's pretty woke, man.
Yeah, hashtag
I'm
woke.
not even sure what that means.
Hashtag broke. What?
Woke. What?
What's a song that you guys like, but you're like ashamed to like it?
Like Firework.
Okay,
hot and cold.
Okay, but those are songs that everyone doesn't like to like, but they like.
I don't know.
Like, what's the one like the guilty pleasure song that you have a really hard time admitting? Because everyone says they are like.
I really don't have a hard time admitting I listen to anything. I really don't care. But like, I listen to this song I've been listening to by like Madonna. It's a little out there. It's,
Hot.
But I just don't care. But Hot and You're Cold is definitely like.
This
one's Material Girl. Material Girl. Or that like.
Yeah.
That like I'm a Barbie Girl song, but I feel like that's become so. Like,
that's a widely accepted song.
You know, I don't even know what the term would be for that, but it's like that ironically accepted. Like,
yeah.
Okay, the first person to come out and be like, I like that Barbie Girl song, everyone would be like, okay, you got something wrong with you. But then 10 people do it, and then 100 people do it, and then 500 people do it, and they still keep the notion that it's like, I ironically like this song, but at the end of the day, they're actually doing it because it's cool, not because it's not cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, fair enough. Like for me, it's like straight up, it's Justin Bieber. Like I hate that I like some of his music.
Yeah, I honestly
Like it's a personal thing. I don't have a problem admitting it, but it's a thing. There's a half of me that is like no, and the other half is like
yeah.
yeah.
So
With several,
like which Bieber specifically? Because like I don't know. I don't know. Like I'll listen to it. I don't really care. I just don't.
And I don't even know it well enough to like know the individual songs. When it comes on the radio, I'm like, this is good.
Well, for me, it's definitely Katy Perry. Like I like all that shit.
Nice.
Or like
What about
Pink. I think it'd be Pink.
Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne. I was like Skater Boy. How can you not like Skater Boy?
Or Damn Cold Nights.
Oh man, so gold. Yeah, it's just gold. It's just gold.
Awesome.
I mean, we could all sing that right now, right? Right, Josh? You know that song, right?
The chorus, of course.
Okay, what I believe. Can you kick him off?
Fuck.
I most certainly could, but we wouldn't want to make him a martyr for the other against Avril Lavigne
Fair
cause.
enough. Homework for the week, Josh.
We're not gonna for the week. Yeah, you're weak.
Listen to more Avril.
Yeah. What's your song? What's your guilty pleasure song?
Guilty pleasure song? I don't know if it's any of them's guilty pleasure. I really don't care. If I like them, I like them, and I'm gonna. And they come on and I sing with them. I don't care who hears.
There's no songs that you like that like deep down inside you kind of hate that you like them. It's not even a social stigma thing or like whatever.
Yeah, deep down that I hate that I like them.
Like.
I'm not
like,
sure.
and it can't be anything from Nickelback because Nickelback is just good music that people love to hate.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you guys agree with that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I actually love to hate.
Everyone hates Nickelback, but they love it.
I hate Nickelback. Like,
I find it funny because first guys started saying I hate Nickelback, and then it became cool to hate Nickelback. Now it became cool again to be like, I actually kind of like them.
Yeah, it's like totally like Donald Trump. It's exactly the same thing.
Like I was never a big
reason behind it. They're both beautiful people who've never made any mistakes. You know?
Yeah, sure, Dave.
I agree with you.
But no, because now you worded it a bit different because like songs that I care if other people see me listen to are different than ones I just hate myself for listening to. But I still can't like.
Which one would
probably
that be?
Macklemore. Like I really hate myself when I listen to Macklemore, but I kind of like it. Like, because he's just kind of a tool, but then like
maybe some of Sam Hunt stuff, just because a lot of it's like about basically any kind of break.
Country.
What?
It's bro country.
Bro
country. It's actually like a legitimate genre. Like Jason Aldean wouldn't really fall into it too much, but Florida Georgia Line falls into bro country. Like your typical like drinking girls beer kind of country songs. Like Tim McGraw wouldn't fit into that because he has songs that actually have meaning, right? Like none of Florida Georgia Line songs, as far as I know, have any meaning whatsoever other than just good party tunes, and that's bro country, just meaningless good country songs,
basically
catchy stuff.
Any song that's kind of meaningless like that has like no kind of background besides drinking and party, it's like I'm sorry I like it, but I'm gonna like it.
Yeah, exactly.
I get mad at myself because I'm like I don't even like really EDM just for the fact there's not really lyrics in there for a lot of them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
For me to enjoy music,
heathen. Shh.
I need to be a part of the lyrics. I need to know the lyrics and like a song in that way too. So
yeah,
EDM to me is just like half a song.
Interesting.
I'm done. I'm done.
You're done.
I'm ignoring Josh from now on.
Yeah, I don't really agree with this premise at all.
He's being totally oppressive to my music opinions.
Like, is that
what?
Did you wake up this morning? You're like, I'm gonna get kicked off the podcast. That'll get us views.
You know what? Screw you guys. Let's have some like reality TV drama shit, like right here. Let's go.
MTV Cribs.
Hey, actually, quick question for you, Josh. What is that on your face? Just what substance is it? Is it a charcoal mask?
Well, I think it's like black tar heroin, and then I just kind of mixed it in with baking soda.
Okay, yeah,
rubbed it
no,
on
for
my
sure.
face.
What
So I'm
actually
getting
is it?
like medicated at the same time.
That's great. I'm sure that's great for your skin. But what actually is it? Like,
What do you think?
is it shoe polish?
What?
Is it
Are you
makeup?
insane? Yeah,
I
it's
don't know. What is
it's
it?
just
Black paint?
like costume makeup.
Oh, you actually went out and bought makeup.
Last year I did for a Halloween thing, and then now I still had it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I didn't know that. I don't have. I'm sorry, I don't have Halloween makeup sitting in my house. I don't have black makeup sitting in my house.
Well, it's not just for Halloween. But,
It's for Christmas.
yeah.
Well, actually,
Isn't
you know
that
what
what
the
they
funny
do
thing-
at home?
That's why I said that at the beginning of the podcast. They actually do that.
Yeah.
There's these little. So they have Pete or whatever it's
Black
called.
Pete.
Yeah. Anyways, he has these little helpers, and they're called Zwartepeta or something. It's something like that. It means little black Pete's or something. And they're all these kids, and they're white kids, and they paint themselves black.
I know,
And
it's awful.
They're white Santa's little slaves.
Sorry, my
For Christmas.
cut out here.
That's Christmas in Holland. So there's that.
Yeah. No, it's just costume stuff, you know.
Gotcha.
I totally got conned into this, and
Cool. It looks great. You look
yeah.
beautiful.
I feel like it's actually, it almost looks like a Star Trek thing, you know?
It totally does. Yeah. Well, that's Star Wars, but this Star Wars.
What?
Yeah.
Did you just say the Spock thing was Star Wars?
That would be sarcasm, Josh. Now, how do we come at this? Do we
That's
just
trolling.
ignore 'em?
That's trolling. That's not sarcasm. That's
Yeah,
trolling.
because that is not sarcasm. There's nothing sarcastic about it.
Oh man, I love Harry Potter.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
Oh, weirdo.
We're just going to have to get you back with things like that, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I've dumbed myself down to get him back on that level.
oh, we're going to get Dave back.
You're not smart enough to get that dumb.
Profound.
Hashtag woke, hashtag deep.
Hashtag woke deep.
Woke deep. Deep woke.
So, yeah. Huh.
Ha!
I want it to be the 17th today.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah, you guys are going to Belize.
You too.
I kind of like...
I was trying to convince Josh to come along with us.
You didn't consult me about this.
No one cares about your opinion, Josh.
Well, it's a good thing no one cares about you.
Okay, that doesn't
Man,
matter.
can we
If,
just mute him for a little second. I need to have a conversation with you about him for a second.
Yeah, I think
Well, just-
the better way would be...
Just is he muted? He's muted now.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
cool.
muted, yeah.
Yeah, I just found out some stuff about Josh, and he's just diagnosed with like a little bit of like mental retardity. So
Well, that's awful. Do you think he's reading our lips right now?
no, he's not.
He's probably too
He's not that
retarded.
smart. It's not that smart.
So, where did you...
is going
So-
on in this
so let's
podcast?
bring
Where did
him-
you
so
see the
let's-
diagnosis? So he's talking, but he can't hear us. I love this.
Yeah,
Where,
I don't understand what's going on.
Really
I'm not
sucks.
muted. I'm hearing every word.
It's not
oh no!
consistent.
I think that's
Look,
just the
doctor said
voices
that-
in his head. That's the voices in his head. Because I guarantee you, he can't hear us. So he's putting words into our mouths which are not there. This is tragic.
Yeah.
Dave, how did
So-
you know it? You should have told me it escalated this far. I know, like, his doctor sent me a note and said, like, he needed...
Okay, well, his doctor didn't really say it, but I mean, he told me his symptoms, and I looked at it on Urban Dictionary. And it's
Rainbows are more than
definitely-
one color.
So now he's just spouting out absolute gibberish. It's
good thing he can't hear
man,
us.
this is like Exhibit A right here. It's
Yeah.
like
So
Exhibit
anyways,
A,
case in
retarded
point,
man in his own house.
Yeah, case in point, I think we should just bring him to Belize because
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad for him.
Kind of like, you know, and I feel like it's kind of like it's, you know, since he's out of the house and stuff, it's kind of our responsibility to take care of him instead of his parents now. Like it's moved
Yeah.
to that. So I think, you know what, I could be on board for that, taking him to Belize. I'm just wondering, is there any like government grants we could apply for or something, like taking care of a disabled person?
No, you just get double seating. That's it.
Oh,
Yeah, because they thrash around a lot.
okay. So do we get to tie him to the seat and then take the extra seat for legroom?
Yeah, 100p, and we get the window seat. Because if we run out of food, he's the first person we chuck out.
Hey, perfect, man. Nothing like chucking vegetables out of a plane.
Wow. All right. Okay, we can turn him back on.
Okay. Yeah, any song.
Hey, Josh, we're back. Buddy.
We love you, man. We were just talking about how what a great person you are.
I'm not muted anymore?
We really want you to come to Belize with us.
Yeah. We believe in you.
We believe in you.
You're a good friend.
That's Dave's shitty pun number 1.
So
That was a good pun. You're welcome, world.
I feel like everyone has done the Belize puns. Like,
yeah, but I haven't done one on the podcast yet. I've done it like 30 times outside the podcast.
I know you have.
Yeah.
But so yeah,
Anyways.
Josh, what do you say? I don't know if you need to get like a permission note from your parents or whatnot. Oh shit, Dave, did I overstep?
No. No, I don't. I still don't think he heard you. I think he thinks we're voices. No, but seriously, Josh, you should come to Belize with us.
Are we still doing the sarcasm thing?
No, it's over. We're over.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Back at it. Maybe.
Cool. Should we end it there?
Yeah, end with a maybe.
What are you
Okay,
doing?
there's something seriously wrong with Josh. I actually never told
This
him.
is like the dumbest podcast we've done.
It's a Halloween special.
Yeah.
You know, we gotta be extra
Halloween
stupid.
special. Ain't nobody give a shit.
Yeah.
So
Shatters really started to kick in, boys.
Shatters. I wish that was the only thing I was on. Jeepers, man.
Just to be clear, drugs are bad if we are not on them. Just for our American.
I did not get that memo.
Drugs are bad.
No, the other one.
No, Josh is winking his eye, but Josh is winking his eye, but his eye.
It's just I'm twitching. I'm twitchy. It's definitely not a symptom.
Itchy? I'm getting kind of itchy.
Oh really?
Mosquitoes, man, they're the worst in the fall.
Yeah.
Dude. Especially when they leave those marks right in like they leave the marks like right here. Like they like to go right for the vein right there. And people always ask me like, do you shoot up there? And I'm like, no, dude, that's the mosquitoes. They like the blood there.
There's a serious mosquito problem here in Alberta. It's a
That's not funny, Josh.
Kind of funny. Was that the line? Seriously?
Drugs, Josh, really?
You guys just had a 10-minute conversation.
Is that how you want to show? Is that how you want to show yourself to the world, Josh? That you're on board with drugs?
Josh, and you are just on one track. We've talked about this before.
Josh, I don't even know what to say, man. Like, you're really that open about your drug use? It's escalated to that point? Like, hey, Dave, do you know his parents' number? Maybe we could stage an intervention. Like, this is...
No!
Yeah, I'm friends with them on Swarm, so...
Okay, what is Swarm?
I don't even know. It's just an option to post on my Instagram. Like, when I post photos on Instagram, it gives me, like, the option to also post to Facebook and a bunch of other apps, and Swarm's on there. Really? I'm not on it. Yeah, it's just a button.
Fair enough.
It's just a super, super obscure social media app.
Okay.
Man, if someone doesn't understand sarcasm and they start listening to this, they're really going to have a hard time.
What's your best, least offensive joke?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Oh, wait, that's offensive.
Not your dad, because he's gone.
Why did you cross the road?
I don't know.
Get to the other side. Least offensive one I know.
That's not a joke. You gotta make people laugh. Man.
So, like, the worst, like, joke.
The worst joke.
No, I'm just saying a joke that's really funny. That's not offensive.
Oh, A horse walks into a bar. Everyone leaves recognizing the potential danger.
It's still not funny. Okay, here we go. So
Done.
a
Finally, we got rid of him.
A Chinese man is immigrating into Canada, and when he gets to the border guard says, "Hey, in order to enter, you need to say at least 3 words in English, and I'll give you those 3 words. You need to say green, yellow, and pink." So the Chinese man goes, okay. So my phone rings. It goes, gring, gring, gring. I pink it up and I say yellow.
I like it.
That might have been slightly offensive considered by some. I'm not sure.
Okay, that's actually a really funny thing to say. Like, a lot of people say that doing an accent is racism. I think that's absolutely
no, because
bullshit.
that would not be like languageism or accentism.
Yeah,
or...
exactly. Like, you say anything with an Asian accent, people are like, oh, that's offensive, triggered and stuff. Yeah. People, you can't do it. Like, it's
I'm
weird.
too woke to be racist.
Exactly. I think that the people who call out someone for being racist because they do an accent are the racists.
Oh, it's a closet racist thing. It's like, I'm such a racist and I can't tell anyone about it, so I gotta express my racism by hating on other people that are actually making the world a better place by making good adding comedic value to the world, and I'm gonna call them racist.
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand it. Like, if someone wants to do a Canadian accent, I wouldn't get like.
No, I think it's funny, and besides, it has nothing to do with her race. There's everything to do with your geology.
Yeah, and your pronunciation of words because of the social
upbringing.
Yeah, of your surroundings, your environment.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's fair enough. So Josh, do you have one least offensive joke, or was that? Because honestly, I don't think that was a joke. That
mine was an anti-joke. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of anti-jokes, but
I have. I just don't think they're very funny.
Okay, and for me, they like make me almost piss myself laughing. Like, I'll read through a page of them, and I'll literally be like cranked over, like my abs hurt from laughing. I'm crying. So that explains the difference in between, like, humor-wise, the disconnect that we have.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank here. I don't really.
Yeah, what have you guys ever heard that one? It's like a bunch of vegetables are at a rave, and the one guy says to the other guy, "Yo, turn up the beats."
Nice. Oh, I love that. That's gold. That's good.
Okay, the only one I could think of is like, knock knock.
Who's there?
Yeah.
Orange. Knock knock.
Orange who?
Orange who?
No, knock knock.
Nah, who orange?
Aren't you gonna say who's there?
Did you? Yeah, that was it.
No, not quite.
All right, reset.
Okay, reset. Knock knock.
We're back. Who there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Banana. Aren't you glad I didn't say banana? Aren't you glad I didn't say banana? Orange. No, I fucked that one up.
Yeah, you did it backwards. I think you gotta go banana.
That's why I'm laughing.
Oh, the knock jokes are the worst.
Like, such a build-up.
I said that joke since I was 5.
Or the one I always heard was like, it's just ridiculous ones. Like, knock.
Who there?
Dwayne.
Dwayne who?
Dwayne the bathtub we're all down.
Yeah, no, I knew a lot of those too.
No, I didn't.
Okay, anyway, should we call that a show?
Oh, wait.
And on a good joke?
What did she say when he got a 3-pointer?
What?
Swiss.
We can end on that note. Better joke to end on than me bombing my one non-offensive joke. But at least it wasn't offensive.
Yeah, no.
Oh, these are the worst.
Jeez, but.
Oh, no, he up more.
Oh, no. Who's knock knock?
Who's
Yeah.
there?
A broken pencil.
A broken pencil. Who?
Never mind, it's pointless.
Oh.
That'd be a knee slapper right there,
That's
boy.
a knee slapper.
Oh, it's not your knee. That's not your knee, Dave. That's.
What?
I worry about you.
Okay, well, that's a wrap.